So, in the wake, not even in the wake, because this, damn. But anyway, I'm still thinking about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake shit going on. Because what we're about to react to now is still within the realm of Kendrick Lamar and Drake. The beef that's going on. We are going to react to Pat CC, and he says Drake and Kendrick are liars. Like is this like what? Obviously this is probably clickbait, but he's gonna explain himself. So let's check this out. As always, links to the video, link to the channel will both be in the description below. So let's check it out.
Okay. It's all calm down. Everybody calm down.
Bro,
I don't even know where to start.
I can't.
Kendrick and Drake, they are not playing around anymore. It was already deep, okay? It was already deep. It was already layered, but it just got so much deeper. There's no more need to break down the lyrics and look for the subliminal messages or the hidden agenda behind all this. No, it's been said. It is on the table. Both of them have expressed clearly and concisely what they want you and I to know about one another. And they both made some crazy accusations that would genuinely alter the course of their career, genuinely alter their perceptions forever, genuinely make people question what they thought they knew about either rapper if receipts are provided and what they...
Also, can I just say how hard this fucking image is? Like, yes, but be realistic. Like, they have their, you know, they're all wrapped in like rope and just holding that fire. The fire is on the rope itself. They holding that shit. They dealing with that shit. Got it. But Kendrick's just like unrobed and just, you know what I'm saying? How hard that image is? Like, goddamn.
Thought they knew about either rapper if receipts are provided and some of these things come to light to be true. But I think all of us can agree that somebody's got to be lying. One of them. They like, I can't even speak. There's got to be lies. There has to be. And I'm not just gonna break down every lyric and what it means in this video. Y'all can go on Rap Genius or Twitter for that. I know I have, because it's really interesting to see.
I did an hour-and-a-half video looking, well, I didn't break it down. I could have broken it down farther, I'm sure. Like, I'm sure there's a shit ton of shit that I missed. But I just I did an hour-and-a-half reaction to it. That wasn't even a breakdown, so never mind.
All the little subliminals and disses and references, and that's cool. But what I'd rather do is take a look at the disses, the accusations that actually matter. Not the tiny little fun things. Like, let's look at the bigger picture here.
Yeah,
first, let's start with what Kendrick wants you to know about Drake. Drake allegedly has a daughter that he's hiding, and apparently she's 11 years old. Drake is a Harvey Weinstein level predator. Drake has sex offenders on his payroll. Drake is running a sex trafficking ring inside of his mansion. Drake is a pedophile. Drake hates black women. Drake lies about his religion. Drake lies about his identity because he doesn't feel comfortable or doesn't truly feel in his heart that he is a black man. There are obviously pages and pages more disses, like Drake having a gambling addiction, getting peed on, getting ab implants, and these are mean-spirited.
I probably missed that one. Getting peed on? When I was doing my reaction, I probably like missed that one. I was like, what?
And entertaining.
I was too busy looking at all the other shit that was around that bar. Those bars, I'm guessing. Like, what?
To dissect.
I'm gonna have to go back. Obviously, for me, it was just like a first time listen, first time reaction. I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen to a bunch of all of those shit, all of that. But anyway.
But are seriously non-issues when compared to potentially running a sex trafficking ring. Now, I'm not sure how any of this could really be proven to be true, but what are the ramifications for Drake? Will the general public or the culture still see Drake as this glamorous, charming, marvelous, ostentatious superstar? Or will they start to look at him sideways? Look at him as a depraved predator?
That's what Kendrick is trying to do. He's trying to like pull the mask off the facade. He's trying to like unveil the facade, like show the man behind the curtain. That's what, in my opinion, that's what Kendrick is trying to do.
Before R. Kelly and Diddy were exposed formally, people spoke about their ways for years. It was kind of like an open secret. Will people at least start seeing Drake?
Bohemian Grove. That's the fucking thing that I was trying to say in my my last video. Bohemian Grove. That's what I was.
So this is the entry.
That's what I was. It wasn't. I was an owl god. Wasn't an owl god.
Noises. And oh, there's a camera right on me. Beach access closed. Ah, fuck it. I got clipped. Make sure I'm like
I'm trying to remember if somewhere in this Bohemian Grove footage, there was footage of them worshiping like an owl god or some shit like that. And is that why Drake has the owl in his OVO? And that goes back to what in my reaction, because I'm sorry, I forgot this is a separate video that I'm recording right now. But in my reaction to Kendrick Lamar's disses to Drake, he mentioned that he said what's the owl for? And in one of Kendrick's disses to Drake, he mentioned what's the owl for? And I was trying to remember back then Bohemian Grove. I said it was excuse me. I said it was gonna come back to me eventually, and it just like snapped in my head. So Bohemian Grove. I'm trying to remember. In Bohemian Grove, were they worshiping an owl god? And is Drake worshiping that same owl god by putting the owl in OVO as one of the symbols of OVO? Because in Bohemian Grove, and all right, yeah, I'm gonna have to digest that. Now's not the time for me to be doing that. Anyway, let's go back to the Patrick CC video. I forgot. I went off tangent. I digress. This video was supposed to be a reaction to Drake and Kendrick Are Liars by Patrick CC. So let's keep it at that for now. I got some shit to go through with myself.
As someone who strategically shifts his identity like a chameleon whenever it benefits. People spoke about their ways for years. It was kind of like an open secret. Will people at least start seeing Drake as someone who strategically shifts his identity like a chameleon whenever it benefits him? How he changes his accent, his cadence, and demeanor depending on the geographical location that he's in or the people that he's around. We know he grew up in a predominantly white Jewish neighborhood, but once he got more famous, he stopped talking about his religion and stopped representing it. Why?
Damn.
Is it too risky? Will it ruin his aura? Will people knowing who he really
is it because he's actually trying to worship an owl god?
is hurt his position in pop culture, ultimately leading to less opportunity and less money? That answer is definitely yes. I mean, religion has been the root cause of literal wars. So then you have to ask yourself, is it really that crazy for someone to hide who they truly are to protect their safety or their income? I mean, most of y'all don't know who I really am or who your favorite content creator is.
Let's be real. Most of the people who are watching this right now, I'm not your favorite content creator. Give it time. Give it time. You know what I'm saying? Give it time. Give it time. But yeah, you definitely don't know who I am. You definitely don't know my behind the scenes, as who you know who I present myself as when the camera's on, but you don't know who the fuck I am. Would you like to?
That a bad thing? The main difference there, I think, is that musicians are artists who make art that we deeply resonate with. And human civilization as we know it have expressed themselves through art since the beginning of time. Creating art, appreciating art, it's literally in our DNA. But then you have to ask yourself, is Drake making art? Because we fucking know Kendrick is. Like, there is no doubt. Or is Drake making a product? This is like Van Gogh beefing.
Oh, shit. That's a good way to put it, to be honest. Is Drake making art or is he making a product? And no, yeah, Drake is making a product to be sold and marketed. He's one of the machines, he's one of the fucking cogs in the machine. He's just, if you want to think about it like that. But then you also go back to Kendrick Lamar's diss when he mentioned how Drake was just trying to be like one of the old settlers, using people to make him richer, using all the people that Drake used in order to make himself richer. All right, my bad. I keep going off on a tangent. Obviously, the Kendrick bars are still in my are like the diss tracks are still like in my head. I'm just coming fresh off of them. That's why I keep like referencing them and thinking about them. But anyway, this is supposed to be a reaction, and only a reaction to the Drake and Kendrick Are Liars, the video by Pat CC. Get back to it. Okay.
With the paintbrush. Or is Drake making a product? This is like Van Gogh beefing with the paintbrush. An artist beefing with something that helps paint pictures. Are people in interviews going to start throwing subliminals at Drake? Are brands going to stop working with him?
Shit, now when I see this image, because I know he did that interview, but now I wonder if it was Drake's idea to get into a bed and do the interview. Because we know this chick is also has some allegations or shit going against her, like how she's fake or an industry plant and shit like that. But we also know her other interviews, they're not always in a bed like this. So was it Drake's idea to get into a bed with her for the interview?
Going to start throwing some
and sip fucking wine or champagne, whatever the fuck this is. This nigga's nails done? Never mind. This is this is the same nigga that like had rainbows in his hair. So let me stop before I get. No, I'm too unknown to get canceled. Fuck that.
Subliminal.
This nigga had rainbows in his hair. Of course his nails are done. There. I'm too unknown to get canceled. Fuck y'all.
At Drake, are brands going to stop?
Like Drake, like all the shit Kendrick talked about with Drake being gay and like his tracks. You come back and look at it another way. Even when Drake stands as a sexy red, I believe he see two bad bitches. all right. I believe you don't like women. I believe you might pop ass with him.
Working with him. Are major celebrities and basketball players going to stop showing him love?
And there was that one like clip or image. I think it was when Drake was at a LeBron game. Hold on, let me check. Drake celebrating. Drake at LeBron game. It was like that one image where Drake was like, no. None of these. Maybe it wasn't a LeBron game. It was like he was all giddy like a little schoolgirl. Not like this. But it was like one of these court shot type I was looking at this like, damn, bro, you looking at him like you want him to take you home and call like you want to call him daddy. Why you look at him like you want to call him daddy? Stop it. But it was one of these like court side type images where Drake was like looking giddy as a fucking schoolgirl.
Are pop stars going to stop working with him? Are new rappers going to stop taking features and photo ops with him? Are radios going to stop playing him?
I think the only reason that they did that in the beginning, in the first place, was because Drake was hot back then. I'm saying back then like it was like years ago, but like because Drake was hot and they wanted to help. They thought Drake could help escalate their careers by, you know, taking photo ops and, you know, being around him and doing songs with him. But really Drake kind of used them. Like, again, goes back to the Kendrick Lamar. All right, not sorry.
His music. I'm not saying these things need to happen for Kendrick to be perceived as the winner. We already know he is the winner, but Kendrick is exposing some real shit here. Like, is this just gonna be perceived as some silly rap beef? Then Drake jumps on a podcast 2 years from now and is like, damn, me and Kendrick f***ed up the culture. We f***ed up hip-hop with that. That shit was crazy. It was so good for hip-hop. It was such good competition.
I'm sure Drake would like to be able to do that, but why are Drake and Kendrick liars then?
Like, bro, this is deeper.
He got sex offenders on Hovio that he keeps on a monthly allowance. Yep. Again, just reacted to that. Check out the video. It's an hour and a half long. But I went through the entire video. I did an amateur dissection of it because this was my first time doing that kind of shit. But anyway.
This is not competition. This is exposing real shit. This is exposing crimes. This is exposing damning evidence of criminal activity that should genuinely be damning, exposing real shit.
And Weinstein got fucked up and locked up in a cell. Yeah. I didn't. To say that I dissected it is not. I didn't dissect shit. I reacted to it, and I looked into a couple of different things about the other things. But I didn't look into everything. But anyway.
This is exposing crimes. This is exposing damning evidence.
Yeah, the embassy about to get raided too. Yep,
of criminal activity that should genuinely be assessed and would strip
excuse me. Yeah.
someone of their platform, of their influence, because they're a
look at this shit through any purpose. Like, yep.
Danger to society as just like a normal person, let alone a super celebrity. Just again, I want to reiterate the question. Do you think that the sort of general public, the person, the average person, not hip hop fans, but the average person, are they genuinely going to look at everything that Kendrick is saying and think like, damn, I'm really, really looking at Drake differently now? Like, I don't know. We'll see. Now with that,
I mean, hopefully they actually look into it. Like, I feel like I tried to look into it a little bit. Maybe not. Shit, never mind. Anyway, but yeah, like this is definitely, I agree, this is definitely gonna skew some, not the general public, but some people's opinion of Drake. The general public is probably just gonna like hear the track and be like, damn, yeah, I can listen to that, and it might take them a couple of years to catch up and be like, oh wait, this is what oh shit. And like if Drake, if like actual allegations and actual, you know what I'm saying, trials if Drake doesn't have to go through any of that type of shit that involve what Kendrick said in like the near future, the near 5-10 years, in the future at all, in general, if Drake never goes through any allegations like sex trafficking allegations, or you know, manipulating any type of allegations that was like manipulating allegations, sex trafficking allegations, or like abuse allegations, or if he doesn't go through any allegations like in the future, then people might slowly start to forget. But if anything pops up anytime soon, any trafficking allegations, or kids coming and saying, hey, Drake touched me weird type of allegations, then Drake is done. Like really, really fucking dead.
being said, let's look at the accusations, or what Drake wants you to know about Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick beats his wife. One of Kendrick's kids is actually Dave Freeze. Dave is a childhood friend and right-hand man of Kendrick, who co-founded their label PG Lang. Kendrick isn't as good of a father as he claims he is. Kendrick bought a penthouse in Brooklyn to live the life of a single man because he doesn't actually want to marry the woman he proposed to 9 years ago, nor does he want to raise his child.
Or is it because that's like a separate place for whatever he wants to do? I don't know. Is it that reason? Is that the reason? I don't know. But it's hard to think that is.
Kendrick isn't the social activist he claims he is. And again, same thing, Drake throws in a lot of other smaller details and smaller disses, but mostly just talks about Kendrick being short. But really the only damning accusations from Drake are that Kendrick beats his girl and that one of his kids is actually from his business partner. Obviously, we know why domestic violence is bad. That doesn't need to be explained. And it's pretty obvious to see why, if that information was proven somehow, that would genuinely make people look at Kendrick Lamar differently. And as far as one of his kids potentially not being his, while that information is shocking, one could also argue that Kendrick choosing to raise a child that he knows isn't his is honorable. I mean, I was raised by my stepdad and I love him to death.
There you go. Cool. But I feel like the kid is Kendrick's. I don't think it's like not Kendrick's, right? I don't know, because even if maybe let's say it's not Kendrick's, but even in the Meet the Grahams, whatever, however you want to say it, even in that track, Kendrick is talking to Adonis, like Drake's kid, saying, "Let me be your father." So we know Kendrick is willing to be a stepfather, at least in that kind of sense, that kind of way.
I mean, it would hurt your image if you're some sort of like macho man Andrew Tate type of guy, but Kendrick never pushed that. So honestly, you could argue that Kendrick would just look like even more of a better man if he was raising a kid that wasn't his. And Drake kind of leans on the concept of being a bad father just the same way that Kendrick says that Drake is a bad father, but Drake's only major claim is the same way that...
Are you wearing lipstick? And why is it pink? Did you choose that color?
Kendrick says that Drake is a bad father, but
I'm messing.
Drake's only major claims are that Kendrick doesn't take photos with his son. Like, that's not crazy at all. And it's...
Yeah, he doesn't want his son to be in the spotlight. There's a lot of parents that do that. Like, Game Theory, Matt Pat, and his what? Oh my God, Steph Pat. It's not like they put their kid in the front of the camera saying, "Hey, this is our kid." Blah blah blah. Look at him, and it constantly did that over and over and over again. They didn't do that shit. A lot of parents don't want their kids to be in the spotlight, but they don't hide that they have kids. They just hide their kids from the cameras. You feel me? Does that make sense?
Pretty easy to understand why a celebrity wouldn't want to put their child in the public eye.
Right.
That's super common. In fact, you could also argue that a parent who chooses to push their child who can't make decisions for themselves, to the public and make them a public figure before they even have a choice,
is a shitty parent.
That's bad parenting, because we all know how child stars typically end up. And then,
but we can say that maybe Drake is trying to hide. No, there's a difference between hiding your kids and not putting your kids in front of the camera. So we can say that Drake is not, constantly putting his known son Adonis in, I'm not. I think I can say that. I think we can say that Drake's son Adonis isn't always on social media. Right? Or isn't being, put in the eye of social media constantly. Can we say that? I think so.
The other major accusation that Kendrick is some sort of fake social activist, I just don't really see how that could be proven. A large part of social activism is amplifying your voice and using your voice to speak up and support your agenda. Kendrick has dedicated albums to speak about the Black experience in America and push for positive change in his communities, and his actions have also matched his words. And even if it was hypothetically fake and Kendrick was like a fraud and he didn't actually care, it's the most positive fake agenda I've ever seen. And y'all know I was initially thinking Drake was winning this beef, so I'm not even trying to be biased towards Kendrick. But Drake doesn't have much grounds to stand on. His accusations just pale in comparison to what Kendrick is accusing him of. Plus, when you consider the craziest chess move, which is potentially the truth, is that Kendrick predicted that Drake's diss would involve him making lies about Kendrick's family based on things that Kendrick said in his own Mr. Morale album. Because
God damn. And again, it goes back to Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria. Don't tell no lies about me. I won't tell truth about you. And then what happened? What happened? Look at me. What happened though?
In that album, Kendrick deeply discusses his complicated family life and his own hypocrisies as a man. And Drake did exactly that. He came after Kendrick's family, but we don't know if the information that Drake is going off of is solely based on Kendrick's own admissions on his album, or if he is really exposing him for some information that we don't know. But when you also consider that Kendrick said that Drake has a mole in his camp feeding Kendrick information because they feel he deserves to be exposed, and that claim is backed up by dropping his Meet the Grams diss literally 30 minutes after Drake dropped his Family Matters diss.
God
and that
damn.
cover art has an item referencing everything in Drake's song that he dropped 30 minutes ago. So from here,
oh shit, that's the I missed that part, my bad. Shit I didn't know it was like I didn't know there was that short amount of time.
I mean, what happens? Well, the last time Drake got exposed, he dropped Scorpion like 3 weeks later, and everyone just kind of went back to being distracted by his catchy tunes and his hits, and they just kind of didn't really care what Pusha T had to say. But I think we can all agree that Kendrick is on a way different level than Pusha T. And even though Pusha T's information was shocking and everybody was talking about it, there is a different level of people talking about this beef now. Literally everyone is talking about this beef. So that means that everyone is paying attention to these major accusations that Kendrick is making. So will Drake just drop an album and go back to distracting the world with his catchy tunes? Or will
probably.
His team crumble from within as he searches for this mole, and the industry and the public starts to shift against him until he ultimately gets exposed for these terrible crimes? It's tough to say. But Kendrick most definitely won this rap beef from just a rap perspective and just a straight up mean-spirited fighting perspective. It's over. And one last thing. In Drake's Family Matters diss, he confirmed that Metro, aka Leland Wayne, is the reason why Future and Drake...
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure. I was like, I know he wasn't talking about Wayne, but like, I know he wasn't talking about Lil Wayne. I was like, it's not... I forgot Metro's name is... All right, that's what it is.
Drake are beefing, so I was right. Leland Wayne is the reason why Future and Drake are beefing, so I was right. Okay,
that was a good video. That also cleared up a couple of things for me. Shit. But I always shout out to Patrick CC. I still got a lot to digest. But hold on. Before I end this video, and since he mentioned, you know, Drake having to find out who the fucking mole is, let me go ahead and replay this one section.
Who are these? Fuck is that? Drake, we don't even know half these niggas, bruh. Stupid. Who's the mole? Grams? Somebody close to me. Fucking stupid. Who's the mole? He said it had to be somebody close to me. I'm fucking stupid. Who's the mole? He said it had to be somebody close to me. 40? Who? Drake, we don't even know half these niggas, bruh.
Hey, Kenny, you got them pressing here. Go ahead and drop them next one tomorrow.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
What?
What the fuck is that? What is that? Who are you? What the fuck?
That's probably what Drake is going through right now. Something like that. But anyway, that's it for this reaction video. I am looking forward to what happens next in this Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. Will Drake respond? Or, like I said in the beginning, is Drake going to have to change genres of music like Eminem did MGK? But like, this is going a lot deeper than that. Like, goddamn, like Drake might just have to go into hiding or something. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's see the response. Let's see everything. All right, let's make sure we see. But that's it for this video. Whew, there's a lot coming. There's a lot that just happened. It should be like, I'm looking forward to what happens next. Anyway, that's it for this video. Don't forget to do those 3 things I like to ask you to do, and like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And you know what it is after that. In case I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace and much love to you.